This ABC15 flash briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. The record-breaking heat in Arizona, even deadlier than first thought. The Maricopa County weekly heat report just dropping, and there are no 569 confirmed heat-related deaths this year. That's 100 more than what we saw last week and nearly 200 more than this time last year. 60 deaths are still being investigated. A nonprofit boxing gym fighting to stay open after a huge fire at a nearby recycling plant. Flames damaging their facility that caters to underserved young people near I-17 and 7th Avenue. The owner tells us some of the equipment is salvageable, but the location will likely be condemned.
Kind of kicked my butt because it's like, what are we going to do it? What's our next move? You mean, so, but I always look at it, well, you got to keep your head up, keep going forward, and keep pushing, keep fighting.
Firefighters say it's still too early to know the cause of the fire, but by looking at the twisted metal, it likely burned at more than 2,000 degrees. The young people who were part of the gym are now working at other locations until they can find a new permanent spot. The federal government adding more funding to improve school safety. The DOJ announcing more than $334 million in grants to communities across the U.S. to help improve security, including at schools. The money will help law enforcement agencies hire more than 1,700 new officers. New Thursday, unionized service workers in Las Vegas giving the city's major casinos a little more than a week to reach a new deal before they go on strike. They want raises, job security, and improvements to physical security and safety around the casinos. If no deal is reached, it would be the union's first strike in decades, impacting Vegas hotspots like the Bellagio, MGM Grand, and Caesars Palace. Are you ready for a new adventure? Southwest Airlines running a huge sale right now. Does end at midnight, so act fast. You can get a one-way ticket for as low as $39 for flights from late November all the way to May of next year. As always with sales like this, there are blackout dates around the holidays. Interest rates are up, student loan repayments are back, and inflation is still high. So many Americans are pulling back on spending, but not at Taco Bell, apparently. Company is actually gaining ground as people try to save on their food bills. Taco Bell is known for its cheap eats and says it's seen growth across all income levels as customers trade down from pricier options. A 7-year journey to conquer an Ironman race together. Two Valley men uplifting Arizona by never giving up. Tim Bolin and Patrick Cañez crossing the finish line in Sacramento last week, an achievement they'd dreamed about since 2015. Patrick has cerebral palsy. Tim is battling terminal cancer. Both are rejoicing in this moment following 3 previous attempts and can finally call themselves Ironmen.
You are an Ironman, huh? That's what he heard, isn't it? Yeah. Yep. It was incredible.
Yeah, to accomplish the feat, Tim and Patrick used specialized gear. Tim pulling Patrick in a raft for the 2.4-mile swim, using a tandem bike for the 100-plus mile cycle, and pushing a running stroller for the final 26 miles of the 130-mile race. It's Friday Eve, and there is a lot of fun to be had tonight. Head to the Phoenix Zoo for the final roars and pours of the season. Guests 21 and older can stroll through the zoo while sipping on adult beverages, and you'll even get a sneak peek of zoo lights. Fun starts at 5:30. Tickets are $10. Some sad news for the Suns organization and fans tonight. The team's all-time leading scorer, Walt Davis, passing away from natural causes. The 1977 Rookie of the Year spent 11 seasons in Phoenix. His number 6 jersey was retired in 1994 and hung from the rafters of the Footprint Center last Saturday. Davis was 69 years old.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens tracking your forecast and a warm-up into the weekend. Still nice and cool in the morning. We'll hit 59 degrees at 6 a.m. tomorrow, but we'll warm up to 80 by lunchtime and hit 87 around 4 p.m. Those temperatures getting a little bit warmer heading into the weekend, but after the sun sets, we'll drop, and by 9 o'clock tomorrow night, back down into the low 70s here in Phoenix. High pressure is what's warming things up over the next few days, but we also have an area of low pressure that we're going to be watching next week, coming into the Pacific Northwest on Monday, and then then passing to our north. Now at this point, it looks too far north to bring any rain or snow our way, but it will help drop our temperatures. In fact, quite a bit as we head toward the end of next week. But as that ridge of high pressure builds in first, we've got 90s back in the forecast. Sunday at 90 degrees and Monday also at 90 degrees as overnight lows warm into the 60s. That cooler air comes toward the middle to end of next week, and by Thursday, Phoenix is back down in the low 80s.